Hi friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. And myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my channel in this video regarding the advanced option strategy on the positional trades which I am doing by using option strategy that we have learned on our advanced option strategy class. And this one should be this video maybe for my students having doubts and questions. And also we are going to discuss you regarding that particular scanners by to find out option trades by using a Google Sheet. And today I find out some difficulties and it is having some issues with my Google Sheet today, which I tried, and we are doing some update on Google Sheet. Maybe 1 or 2 days we are facing issues, and today also we are not we have some issues with that thing. And here we find some based on our Google Sheet, but positional sheet is working better. And today intraday sheet is having some trouble. And also we are trying to upgrade and update with a very fast one and real time. So maybe nearby real time. So it is about a 30-40 seconds delay. Maybe here this video, if you are doing new to my channel, kindly subscribe. And these are all the trades which I find out by based on our option strategy. And finally we find some 4 positional options and the day one itself. Anyone who joined on the live session, you can message me. My voice and video clear. So very good evening. Okay. Anyone who are in the session, my video audio clear, can you please ping me here? Is there anyone who are joined on the session? Please ping me my voice and video clear to continue further. My voice is clear, and I'm just doing this for my students as well as those who are new. You can join on the session. This will help us to analyze the advanced option strategy with the Google Sheet, and the positional sheet is working better. And today I am facing some issues with my sheets. And intraday, maybe it's taken 3-4 days to complete all the thing, which is a real time. And maybe to find out a real time opportunities by using the scanners and like this Google Sheet. This will help me and finding. Today we have some 2 stocks. One is a Bajaj Auto and GMR Infra. And those who are known well about the strategy know well, and BPCL something like 347.5 call put option, and Hindu Petro 237.5. So this is what a system which I simply following, and it will give me some opportunities to find a trades in a real time. Okay, so that is what most important where I focused. Thank you for your liking this video, and those who are liked almost 3 likes which we have gained in this video right now. And thanks for subscribing, and thanks for making a likes on this video. And just if you have any questions or a doubt, just comment on the comment box. If anyone who joined my previous student who attend my classes, just ping me here in the chat box. So we will discuss about a trade GMR Infra. We normally don't go for a GMR Infra because the lot size is big, first concept, and the second thing, the stock is less than for 50 rupees we are not going to take. And while we are focusing that option strategies, we need to focus the stock must be liquid. So we are filtering out the stock which doesn't have a liquid one. I don't want to focus for it. And maybe some messages are came from here. Okay, so if you are want to any questions or doubt, just ping me here. And today we have find some opportunities in GMR Infra 1.9 and 3.9. So in a day itself, it is triggering our target too. But we are not taking the trade. So I hope you understood why we are not taking the trade. So those who have finished the sessions, you may know well. And here the second one is Bajaj Auto. Let me go for a Bajaj Auto. So as per our concept, okay, I find Bajaj Auto, right? So the stock which is Bajaj Auto. So let I'm going to take Bajaj Auto. Okay. Okay, Bajaj Auto, look at this. It was started positive and it is keep moving higher, and it may be near about 4,000. It reaching towards the 4,000, and maybe a good opportunity. On what should be our strike price is around 3,880 should be the call strike price. Let I'm going to focus 3,880 call. So the same stock 3880. Yeah, 3880 call option Bajaj Auto. So most probably while using the strategy, we need to take the entry only after 9:30 if you are following for a intraday. So 125 should be my entry point, 125.5 should be my entry point, or near about 120, 125.5. So here look at this, my entry point based on my advanced option strategy on Bajaj Auto. So entry 125.5, that is what my entry point, and my stop for the trade is somewhere you know where, so where I can keep my stop loss and also target. Here some targets we have stop loss, and it should be a positional trade, and it is not purely for intraday, it should be a positional trade. I want to focus this trade must be trigger our entry point after 9:30. So why I'm just avoiding that 9:15 to 9:30, most of the time the gap up and gap down, and after the gap up market will reverse back, and after the gap down it is going to moving higher. So something is going to happen after a gap up opening or a gap down opening. So the main concept which I focused here, after 9:30 maybe the relay will so breakout. After 9:30 we are going to focus for a breakout level 125.50 in Bajaj Auto 3880 call option. Maybe or we can go for a 3,900 call option also, because it's a near about. Okay, so what's happening here, and what should be my entry point is around 125, 125.5. So look at this here, it has triggers only around 230. Says from this beginning I'm waiting for the opportunity, but my opportunity got triggered from this day, and from today I was just taking for the opportunity. My opportunity got triggered only around 230, and 230 to 245, sorry, 125.5 should be my entry point. So we remove this. Okay, this is what entry point, and where this entry is triggered, that will give me a clue, which should be a buy. Okay, 125.5. So what I did in this particular options, so here it was a trigger, and it's showing me show me bullish. And it's not for a purely in intraday, it's a positional strategy which I'm focusing for positional basis. Maybe this trigger can give me the confirmations about the stock which is going to increase. Furthermore, it has possibilities to increase, but it is like a signal where it triggers at 125. And then so when it is triggers, so if based on your risk ability, so people were trying to find some opportunities, either it may be a positional by ATM options or ITM options or OTM options. So we can apply, after this trigger we can apply OTM strike prices, ATM strike prices, and even ITM strike prices. In this case ITM strike price would be around something 3,880 should be the ITM strike price. But ATM strike price where I just focused, because people who are asking about some questions and doubts how to select a ATM, OTM, ITM strike prices. So this is what ITM strike price 3880. This particular strike price we are selecting earlier. Okay, so ATM, we are going to increase the size. Okay. So but I am just focusing for a ATM strike price. ATM strike price should be 3880 call option. Okay, that should be my ATM strike price. And sorry, it should be ATM strike price 3880 call option. And if I'm focusing for a ATM, and at the time of entry which is triggered on this particular stock, and which should be a my ATM strike price. Okay, so ATM strike price, you need to focus the stock Bajaj Auto, and around this particular candle, and it was closed by 3980. 3980 should be the ATM strike price at the time of entry. So at the time of entry, 3980 should be the call strike price for a ATM. And OTM strike price, what I'm going to focus OTM strike price. I have already having some methods to find a OTM strike price using a monthly IV sheets, right? So you can easily access this sheet, those who are finished, and a monthly IV. So I'm just opening the sheet, and you can easily find out what should be the OTM strike price that was already updated for April contract. So if I'm going to April, I just find out Control F, Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto OTM strike price would be 4064. So if I want to focus Bajaj Auto OTM strike price, I just keep going for 4064. That should be my strike price, or 4060 call option. So these are my three strike prices which I'm going to focus. So you have some doubts and questions at this point of ATM strike prices. So for example, if you are going to follow 2.1 strategy, so let us assume if you are going to follow at this time, maybe around a 2.1 strategy. Okay, if you want to follow 2.1 strategy at this time, so you should keep 3980 call option and 3980 put option. That should be a thing. And this is what our ATM strike price, because whenever the entry which is triggered at the time, that should be our ATM strike prices. Okay, OTM strike prices like Zika Zuba. I think your name is not clear. Okay, so OTM strike price 4060. Okay, that should be my strike price. If I am taking a OTM strike price, I am just keeping my OTM strike price, and I don't have a stop loss for the trade also. OTM strike price. If I want to focus on OTM strike price, should be 4060 call option, and positionally, if I want to go for, I just simply going to check that OTM strike price where I am going to try. So Bajaj Auto 4060 call option. Where it is, Bajaj Auto. I think Bajaj Auto 4060 call option 4000, and let me go for 60. Yeah, 4060 call option. I think the data is not available, so maybe we are going to check. Yes, tell me. And let me go for Bajaj Auto. Okay. So what the strike price which you are focusing for 4080? Just wait, I will get that strike price. It's loading slow now. whether the strike price is quite liquid or not. So just simply going to find out with the terminal. So maybe I think if you are joined on the session, those are just started watching your videos. Thank you so much. If you have any questions or doubts, so you just message me. Good evening, sir. Link to Google Sheet, please. So the Google Sheet is under construction and also it is going to upgrade. So right now we are facing it, and the Google Sheet is not a free one; it's a paid one. It's not free. Google Sheet is not a free one, so I'm just and also going to upgrade. That one is under going to intraday. It's not working today on our Google Sheet that I'm focusing. So if that terminal is logged in, okay, it's logging. So because the strike price is not available, so we can take check with the real-time market whether the strike is available or not. If the strike is available, so let me go to check what is happening. That one is not working. I think the terminal is not working. So Bajaj, let me go for option chain here. Jaja 2. So the strike price which is available. Yeah, it doesn't traded well because it is not activate. As of now, it is not active. Okay, so you can be able to see the price is not active. Up to only 4100 is still active, but that is also not traded. So maybe a OTM strike price is not active. I can try with ATM strike prices around 3980. It's trading near about 77 rupees. I hope you understand both 3980, maybe around 77, and the put also be around 77. That I need to focus for and the strike prices. But ATM strike prices that we know well 33880, that should be my ATM strike prices. After finding the strike prices, we are going to focus for my trade opportunity. But what is happening while I'm using this Google Sheet, it will help me to find out a trade opportunity. I think a lot of technical issues today, and even a charting dashboard also not working. Okay, so let me go to check 45 degrees. So most of the scanners, and I think chartings may be going to upgrade. So I don't find out any stocks here, list of stocks. Okay, so okay, so here and this is the one which I find out based on our sheet. And the second one in the put side and the BPCL is around 347.5. So let I'm going to focus BPCL 347.5 put option. Here in this side we are focusing for a put option. Let's look at this put option from previous close is around 17 something. It today started with 17, sorry, and I'm going to focus for 60 minutes. And this option also not liquid, can you able to see? And around 31st March it is closed by 7 rupees, and today it started with 17 rupees. And but it is giving you the opportunity, or it is showing you the opportunity, it is increased from our entry point, but our entry is around 15.5. But in this case it doesn't give you the opportunity for a 15.5 because it is opened by the gap up. That is the reason we are telling you. But 9:30 to 9:45 you don't go for a trade opportunities. Sorry, 9:15 to 9:30 don't go for a trade opportunities, and that may be not going to give you some the proper or perfect result. And also if I'm focusing for a trades, I need to focus the stocks must be a liquid one. So already we are initially we are filtering out the stock without liquidity. So I just simply ignoring the stock doesn't have a liquid. But in this scenario, even I find out a stock having liquidity, but due to the gap up and gap down, it is opening higher to the previous close, or it is huge gap down or gap up opening, and that will cause the option price can be increased higher and lower. So that is the reason at 9:45 9:30 up to 9:30 we are not going to take a new opportunities. That may be the reason. Okay, and the second one BPCL, and then in the Petro which I am focusing 237.5 put option. So let us go to check in Petro 237.5 put option. It is 237.5 put option. Okay. So this one, so another scenario. So previous close is around 5.65, and what should be my entry point? It's somewhere around 10.9. So that is my entry point. So here initially it opened by 11.7, but after that opened, so here the stock is opened above my entry point, but if I'm waiting for an opportunity, again if it is coming back to my entry point, so it coming down to maximum 8.7, well, where I can keep my stop loss. So 8.9 is the lowest level, it coming back, but my entry point is around 10.9. So but initially it triggers and it moves up to almost 11 rupees nearby. So I should wait for the level to come back. So 10.9 maybe my entry point at this point candle itself, it is giving you, and after 9:30 I can get even lesser price, and then my stop loss, well, where I can keep my stop loss somewhere here or somewhere here, and now it is 12.4. that is also giving you some good opportunity. From this Google Sheet, how I'm going to use it? So not all the trades I'm going to plan for using that Google Sheet, or not all the trades I'm going to take in by this sheet. Only the strategy which we have learned on the classes to facilitate or to make easier your work by using this Google Sheet, that will help me to find out the real-time trade opportunities. But here, so whatever the trades which is shown, all the things, it is not given you the opportunity. But even GMR Infra today works well, and it is triggers our target. And whatever the trade which we are focusing here on this sheet basis, it's about a positional one. Is a link for your strategic screeners. So I don't have any screeners for my advanced option strategy. It's a price based strategy. We are doing for a price concern. Okay, so how the price is moving based on that only, and also by the calculations which we are doing earlier of the month. Based on the calculation, we are going to find out the trades. And most of the people who are understand it's a wrong way. So daily I want to take a trade by the advanced option strategy, or daily I want to take a entry. So it is not that concept. So we have to find out one or two quality stocks, and that should be going to give you some good opportunity in a monthly basis, and positional one. Okay, so if you are planning for a positional trade, most of the people who are coming to the market by 1 lakh or 2 lakh, and they are planning to daily I'm going to make a 1% or a 2% like that. So even they are planning to 10 to 15% in the month. So they want to do a regular and daily trading. So there may be mistakes, and it will give you the result in loss. Okay, so one or two trades, if you are waiting for an opportunity, once it is giving you the opportunity, then you can go for trades. That may be one trade if I taken on the monthly basis. If it is giving you 20%, that is good enough, right? So instead of making a lot of trades, giving you brokerage taxes and other factors. So, and also if you are taking a lot of decisions, so maybe a failure decisions also be high, right? So that is the reason. So I just focus, it's a one list trade which we are going to focus for one or two trades, or even a 4 to 5 trades maximum in a month. And according to your capital, you can go for a OTM or ATM or ITM also. So risk and reward ability, so that well, and based on that you can plan for your trade opportunity which we are going to focus. I hope you understand what I am discussing here. And Google Sheet, and still it is under upgrade. Today it is not working, and those who are watched that Google Sheet today, they know well, and it was not working. And positional and intraday both are seeing today and tomorrow. So we are going to work again, and now we are completed for a positional sheet only, but intraday sheet is not yet completed. So once it is completed, maybe even we can do it. And that is what, so most probably, so what strategy you want, so that you decide first, and you can practice the strategy again and again, and what was the drawback and what was the profitability, and how we can effectively use the strategy. That will help us to make a trade. So for example, if you are following for a OTM strategy, and those who are already known OTM strategy, we are already upgraded that monthly IV sheet, right? So monthly sheets. So here, what would be the OTM strike price? If you are a OTM trader, this sheet will help you. As a student, you have the link for the sheet. So what I am suggesting you, GMR Infra, right? GMR Infra, the OTM strike price would be a 41. Okay, sorry, April contract, no? GMR OTM strike price would be 44, near about 43.5 availability. Okay, so GMR 44, maybe OTM strike price, GM or infra, 44 call option. That should be your strike price, 44 call option. So look at this, and what is happening? It's about 1 hour, minutes or 15 minutes. Yeah, look at this. Maybe around 50 paisa should be our entry point, right? So if you want to plan, maybe around, yeah, so maybe around 60 paisa or 50 to 60 paisa should be the entry point positionally, and that should be a full risky OTM strategy which I am planning for. That should be a full risky. Got it? The strike price must be available at whatever the strike price which you are pushing, and around 0.5 or 0.6 should be the entry point, and now it is more than double right today, but mostly we are not focusing this stock. Rakesh, good evening. Okay, so here on Bajaj Auto doesn't have a liquidity and the strike price like a 4060 call option, and even Hero Motor Corp is nearby. In the Coal India, IEX, maybe IEX this month having ability to give you some opportunities for positional entry. So don't confuse it. So our ATM strike price which we are selecting on the starting of the month. So that is what ITM strike price. So we are selecting starting of the month. So ATM strike price where we are going to find when the entry triggered. So that entry triggered on positional option sheet or our entry triggered. So at the time what should be the price? That should be our ATM strike price. OTM strike price that we have already filtered out, and by using a monthly IV sheet, so we have fixed OTM strike price. So using that, whether which one you are going to focus, ATM, OTM, ITM. So based on that, you can plan which strike price is suitable to you. So according to that, you can focus only not only the day which is going to end for, we have 30 days or almost next 29 days in this month of April. Okay, here is the day one which we have started, but in the day one itself we have some opportunities. Advance, even I don't know how to make this Google sheet. Okay, it has got a lot of codings and required. I am not doing that one. So it is the help of someone. I was just doing this. Okay, so I don't know what about the codings and other factors. It is not simply it is running in the this is what a front end which you are seeing, right? And it is not a job to teach you, but because I don't know, right? So if I know, I can teach you, but it's a coding from Python and other factors. Okay, I was just I just one of my friend is helping me to do it, right? And even I don't know how to code it, but I was suggesting my content, and I was sharing the content to my friend, and he was helping me to like this. He was developing that. Okay, it's not about even a lot of framework which is running background about this particular thing. Okay, so even 100% sure I don't know about the coding. Even if I have any doubts, I'm depending on that person only. So but he was a good person, he was helping me, and today also our sheet is not working. Okay, those who are watching the sheets and they know well it is not working, and maybe positional is now it is shorted, and intraday is still having trouble because we are going to test it on a real market or a live market only whether it is working right or wrong. So but maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow we will complete, and once it is completed, so last 1 month it is working perfectly, and today we are facing issues, and maybe it is still under development mode, so even it is working better, but if I get all the factors issues cleared, and it may be a product we can create. Okay, so that is helping to find a trade opportunity, but intraday also we can easily find out, right? But intraday both should be the same, but we need to wait for an intraday opportunity by that is what more trades, those people who are known about the strategy, they were trying to take a trade. But my view is not about intraday, it's a positional one that may be going to give you some opportunity if I am doing with the positional strategies. I hope you understand what I am discussing you. And also scanners and screeners, so it helping me to do it a lot. Okay, some people who are asking for scanners and screeners individual, so I'm just having some plan for a scanners group. So in charting, so that we are doing a lot of works with the charting. So the charting is about giving me the time saving effect, a time saving thing by using scanners and screeners. Most people are having more ideas, but we can develop. So yesterday I have created some scanners that was working well to find out the stocks for buying and selling in 5 minutes and the 15 minutes. So that's about the scanners part that we are doing. Okay, so here and even IEX was nearby, so 9.1. So when I get, but in a real time by using the sheet I can find out opportunity, but manually those who are attended the classes, they know well how they can use this system by manually, they know well. Hope you understood, right? And that's the main important about this live session for my students, because you are active on this channel, so that is why I make some videos again regarding this, and also some suggestions which you are going to give me, so weekend webinars like that. I'm also trying to plan this, and some other options like IEX we are planning today. That is also a huge drop, and now it is slightly recovering back. Initially started positive and again even it's closed positive. And daily time frame, look at this, based on the candlesticks confirmation, it's recovered back. Maybe this high is broken, so maybe the next should be around 142. Meanwhile the stock having from 132 to 142, almost near about 7 to 8 points is the gap, and if it is moves 8 points higher, we have some chances this option is going to be give you entry 130 call option, and currently trading 7.45. so IEX 130 call option, IEX 130 call option, that should be my strike price, and currently 7.45, and my entry point should I wait for, but this is also performed well from 5 rupees to 7 rupees, almost 2 points it increased. Okay, but my positional entry should be near about 9 rupees, 9.1. so if it does breaks about 9.1, I'm just waiting for a breakout, but it should be happen in the real time. The breakout maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever it triggers, I'm going to take an opportunity. Okay, and if you have any questions or a doubt, you just message me, and how I'm going to select ATM, ITM, OTM strike prices based on the sheet also, and also manually we can use this sheet and something like jackpot sheet or a manual trade. So you need to use our charting dashboard also, which we are given for our advanced strategy. Based on the sheet also you can focus that stocks, and you can find out the strike prices. And even I was going to develop the sheet with the even furthermore BTST trade. So we have a lot of BTST, and I have also paid scanner with the BTST. Previously I have some BTST scanner, and that is going to give you some opportunity, right? Better I will show you the result. Wait, and dashboards, BTST positional. And this is what my scanner which I used. I'm not showing the scanner here at this moment. So what I'm going to use for the backtest result, I can take you the backtest result about the BTST scanner. I will download it. So it's a real-time one. I'm just opening on the BTST scanner here. This may be a BTST and this much of stocks which I get it. So recent stocks we have only few from this month or from this year, only few stocks. Let me go to check Granulus, Indus Tower, something like TechM, BEL, LTI Mindtree, TVS Motor, City Union Bank, Wipro. I think 31st January Wipro and City Union Bank. So BTST. So let me go to check whether this BTST will works better or not. So I'm going to check with this. Do what exact date where I get an entry. And go for So these are all the stocks. On the date wise, I'm going to focus for a daily time frame. So Granulus here, I'm going to little bolder. Okay, these are all the stocks which is triggers based on our BTST scanner. Just wait. Okay, I'll take that scanners. These are all the dates where I get BTST results. Okay, so let I'm going to talk about 3-1 Granulus. So what is happening? It's not an intraday trade, so it's a positional trade. Okay, Granulus on daily time frame, 1st of January, 3rd of January. So 30th Jan BTST trade in maybe here. Maybe this one gives you a stop loss because it is not a repaint one. So here at this moment, 3rd January, we got a trade, and maybe at closing you are buying, and the recent swing low you are going to make a stop loss, and how much stop loss you are going to get from this trade. Maybe recent stop loss maybe 4 rupees, and it went up to 2%, something like from our, because we are taking a closing entry. It's a BTST, and the day itself we are going to run the scanner. Okay, on the day around 315 to 325 to 330. Before 330 we are going to run from 315. Maybe at this closing price, if you are taking entry, that was a 3.8% risk, and it went up to 2.7%, and then it triggers your stop loss. But still, if the trade triggers you stop loss also, still it is available on the scanner. Okay, after that it is triggers. And in this tower is another one. So in this tower, in this tower is the second stock on 6th of January. So let me go for 31st January, 6th of January, where it is 11th January. This is also maybe the stop loss trade. 6th January. Look at this. We don't find any recent low, but even if you are taken an entry at 187, next day it maximum 188, and the stop loss should be the recent low around 185. That got triggered. After your stop loss, it went down to big, and Jindal still on 82. Then sorry, this is after in this tower on 6/2, not a January. 6/2 be here 6 February, right? So this was a working trade. From here we have the stop loss, but what is the risk factor? Something around 4%, and then it went up to maximum 8%. So 1:2 that generated, because it's a positional one, not for an intraday. But next day, if you are waiting for, also it is moving towards 2%, 4 rupees increased, and next day it's keep on going higher without triggering your stop loss. And 8/2, it's about Jindal Steel. It's on February. Okay, where it is 8th February here. 8th February, that should be a big risk. So if I want to find any stocks with this a big risk, I should simply ignore, and from that entry, this is what my stop loss, 7%. I don't want to take this one having a huge risk, but even it was slightly moved over 2% only, but it finally triggers you stop. And Tech came on 13/3. Tech Mahindra 14/3, 13/3, much 12, 13, because it doesn't give you the opportunity. If I try at the entry, immediately the stop loss the next day itself. Okay, the minimum stop loss from the closing price of 1133 to 1125, the next day itself it got triggered your stop. And BAL, and about BAL, this is on 17/3, this one on 17/3. If you are taking a closing hours next day, but it is our lower stop loss, it was not triggered it. You are positionally waiting also, because you are taking entry around 93, and that should be a stop loss around 89, but it is not triggered, and after long back it is moving towards 98. That's working well. And LTM entry, and that should be another one. That is what happening on 17/3, maybe here 15, 16, 17. So this is what is 17/3. The recent low is our stop loss, but still it is in slightly higher from our entry point. If you are focusing within a 4 days, it moved higher. Okay, and Bharat Forge, I think 31st, Bharat Forge, It's about the 31st, and from that closing price, from 770 today it's 784, 14 points by the opening. And Wipro also slightly moving higher. Previous close is about 365 and today it went up to 368. And City Union Bank is the last one. These are all the recent result about that particular scanner, and the previous closes are 125, now it is closed by 128, so some 3 rupees. So these are all the stocks which I get the result from my trading opportunity that was working well, and that is also helping me to find BTST scanner. So BTST, lot of techniques and tricks we can create for a BTST scanner. But if you want to any personal scanners, and this is what I'm using, and yeah, I corrected. It's not a 6th Jan, it's a February only. Okay, I do it. No, sir, scanner is different, sir. So you can create a number of scanners. See, each and everyone having a lot of ideas. Okay, what is happening on Indus Tower 2nd February? Indus Tower 2nd February. Maybe from that point, the recent swing lows the stop. If you have 2nd February, if any opportunity from 144, next within 2 days that was giving you some good result. And 6th, it's about 6th February, not January. Yeah, I corrected it, I think. Okay, so option strategies are different and the scanner is different. Okay, you just don't confuse with the scanners and scanners. Scanners means what? So whatever the conditions you have, and you can create in a customized manner or easiest way to find that particular scanners very easily. Okay, that will help us to make some idea to find out our stocks which is forming such a pattern very quickly. You got it? So what I'm suggesting, what I'm thinking, what I'm telling you, you may be understood. Scanners are different, sir. So for example, what can I make in the scanner? So any conditions, can you please anyone who will become first here in the chat box, I will create your scanner, the conditions which you are going to given you at this moment. Maybe you are trying to find the stocks by that particular scanner manually, so it may be a time taking, right? No one. OI change. In perfect charting doesn't have a OI change scanner. If you want to OI change scanner, you can go to watch the option decoder. Okay, so there is a paid software which is available, option decoder. So here you can see what are the OI change, and that you can go for. Okay, so OI is the conditions for options, but the charting, it is going to give you the scanner for a stocks based on the candle or a EMA, RSI, something like that. It's not about an individual option scanner which is not available on a charting. If you want to OI change, you can go for what stock you want to check for a OI scan. Here OI change, there is an option called OI change. If you want every time, every minute, 3 minutes, the OI data which is available, because even exchange, from exchange we will be getting OI data with every 3 minutes only. So you can go to use this paid software of option decoder. From there you can use OI scanner also, OI premium graph. So you can see directly OI changes. Look at this, any stocks if you want, you can go here, whatever the stocks which you want. So let me go for a GMR Infra today because it is performed well, and look at this, the OI changed huge in a put side. Okay, so that means majority of the selling which is going to happen in the put side, maybe the stock is going to move forward. That is happening today. It's end of the day analysis overall, and which strike price OI increased and which strike price OI decreased, everything you can within a fraction of a minute you can use this paid software, you can easily understand. If you want to the software, the pricing is somewhere around starting from 299 trial and 1 month. So it's about a platform which you can easily go for. option Y data. If you want the link for creating your account that I sent you, and using the link you can try, and it may be going to give you. So I think mine is expired. That's what expired already. Okay, so I'm not using right now. You need to understand what is the charting and what is the use of the charting. That then you can go for it. Or if you want to Y change, you can go here. Okay, we have options to find out very easily, right? I hope you get an answer from your question, Rakesh. I'm talking about the scanners. What does it mean by the sector rotation? So you can create any scanners in the sector rotation that you can use for a dashboard, not a scanner. It is not a scanner. You can use a dashboard to find a sectors. Okay, finding sectors based on a sector. So that you cannot create in a scanners, because which sector or which this sector or that sector we are not going to create, but we can track the sectors, all the sectors in a charting dashboards. Even I think it is a free, I think free available. I think you can see in this sector about what sector, everything you can focus. I'll show you how you can go for. It's not necessary to create. Okay, so after go for a dashboard, after opening a charting, go for a dashboard and go to free dashboard, top dashboard. You can able to see here intraday traders desk is the one of the dashboard which is available free. Okay, so here you can see indices, which index it is increased. So today IT index is the top gainer, more than 2.5%, and then energy, private bank and bank nifty. These are the sector indexes and sectors. Today telecom sectors having more positive stocks. In the oil sector, bank sector, next to textile industries. And today F&O gainers, what are the stocks which is gaining today? GMR, IDEA, IEX, Bandhan Bank. In F&O list, these are all the stocks which is gaining positive. Hope you understood. And today volume, yesterday's volume, price, something, and something like stocks at the day high. What are the indexes which is nearing to the day high? Positive versus negative. So here it is available free. You can make use of it. Stocks near 252 week high. Sector advanced trend line. So you can see whatever the sector which is top, telecom sector, and what are the sector is underperforming today. It's about media. If you want to open that sectoral index, you'll be getting that clear. No need to create a scanner which is already available. So for NSE India and market data, so about indices, you can see here also. You can see what are the indexes are moving together. So all the list and sectoral indexes, you can see what are the index which is in the top, and strategy indices. So you can see NSE itself, and if you want to track this on a charting by ascending and descending, so we can create. So that is why we are showing you pharma, indices, textiles, and today's top sector is telecom sector. So let me go for a telecom sector here. Commodities consumption, I think go for maybe something like which is opening in the past. I think it's not a right time to find out that one. So you can sectoral indexes in NSE, I didn't find out right now because I am familiar with world website. The new website, world website is closed from yesterday. The new website is started. It is private bank, healthcare, consumer durables. Okay, telecom sector is not shown here, and you can find out so how many stocks which is increased and decreased, that we can track in a real time. I hope you understand what we are simply focusing. And charting mainly it's about the individual stocks, not about options, only stocks, specifically equity stocks. Okay, good. Two candle hammer, that may be good, working well. Two consecutive hammers, that may be good. Here two consecutive doji in this tower, daily time frame on 15 minutes maybe. So that is the thing. So people who are having a lot of conditions, okay, and that will give you to find out that kind of stocks. It's in real time market is quite difficult, but using our scanners and screeners we can easily find out the stocks which is going to give you some opportunity. That is what the main reason which we are using for such as scanners. So non-directional trade for this month based on advanced option strategy, only one stock that we find out is about Adani Ent only. Okay, so maybe we are going to plan this month also directional trade, not to focus all the stocks, only quality stocks. If you comes under our radar, so you can focus that stocks only. So not to go for all the stocks, better to avoid illiquid stocks, trade only in liquid stocks. And if you have any other questions, just ping me on this comment box. And if you want to start trading with my referral, and I just doing with Dawn and as well as Upstocks. If you wish to join that your Demat account, so I can share you the link which you can start opening with me. And here the two links, one is the Dawn and Upstocks. If you have any questions, just comment on the comment box. And also if you want to join that Chartink alert group, and that is also available, so monthly charges. And also I'm planning to create a scanners and screeners group that will going to help you, and 3-bar reversal content. So if you want to access my courses, recorded courses, that is also be available. In Bank Nifty open interest by using a true data option decoder, that is also be available. So you maybe try this, and if you're interested you can go for it. And if you have any questions or a doubt, just ping me on the chat box. If you have any questions or a doubt, just comment on the comment. I hope you understood some concept here. Any other questions or a doubt? Even you can check what are the scanners which is available. Lazy watch, something having some lazy price, volume, something here. But today I think Chartink is still having issue. Open low or open high, something like that. What's happening here? Open low, open high. So that only today Nifty and Bank Nifty data will be available here, and some other stocks data is I think is still not available. So let me go for reversal. Yeah, I think Chartink may be undergone to upgradation. So here we don't find out any stocks detail or stocks data. Maybe after sometimes later we can get that detail. Have any questions? You can ask, and we'll plan and weekend webinars. And even more powerful, I'm planning to TCS hammer and second candle. TCS hammer and second candle. TCS on 15 minutes. Hammer and second candle. Yes, it looks good. and it gives you better from 3184 and it went up to 3202. That's good. You want to find the candle at a hammer at the second candle. So let me create that one simply. I just go to create a hammer on the 15 minutes time frame, and you need to decide the wick and lower wick, higher wick, everything we can focus. I just go for a bracket. So we have to compare the open price minus low price, and here we can go for a 15 minutes. That should be a 15 minutes and equal to 2 candle and then must be greater than or equal to the bracket. This is what a scanner which I'm going to create you right now. So second candle should be a hammer. So close price minus open, and this is also be a 15 minutes in the second candle, 15 minutes on the second candle equal to 2. Okay, this one is the condition, and we are going to use something like the wick. We need to calculate the wick, how much time it should be, 3.5%, and the same condition we are going to copy it. The second candle here, it must be high in the close. Just creating that, I minus close, and here close minus open, that's right. And here I want to focus just about one time, and simply going to create, and let's run this. And bank nifty should be hammer at last 15 minutes. Let me go for a bank nifty second 15 minutes hammer. Okay, where it is bank nifty, it should be a doji like, maybe here looks like a hammer only. Okay, so 3 times big, body is very small. Okay, so let me go for even add one more conditions that will help us to close must be greater than the open. So maybe a positive candle, the second candle close greater than open 15 minutes, that should be a second candle. Okay, if I filter out in bank nifty, what is coming bank nifty, it is here 3rd April, and that should be a hammer like that. Here the second candle only 3rd April, today only one bank nifty, but the latest close must be greater than the 15 minutes open. So if I use this condition, so nifty bank, it should be a future. This charting scanners will work for options in future. Yeah, look at this doji. Okay, and if I run the scan, or if I scale the scan, it will be telling you only the second candle should be a hammer or doji. So given in copper, but here no stocks, we need to save this, and after saving that, maybe paste. Only few, we got it. This is the thing, 3rd April. Oh, how much stocks? In copper, we got it. Today in copper we got it, and I think right now only that's because we have issues with the scanners, right? Let me go for this one, will help us to find as per your oh sorry, Today we find, I hope you got it. So clear. I just closing that window, so that may be the issue. And let me go for what are the stocks again. Candle, Infosys, hammer. Yes, Infosys forming hammer. In Kotak Bank, hammer. Yes, perfect move. And the PEL, that is also forming hammer. Second candle, 3rd April around 9:30, that is also hammer. In Bharat Forge, that is also hammer. And in copper, sorry, in copper, that is also be a hammer. In even Bank Nifty, Ultratech Cement also. This is what the usage of the scanner. So whatever the thing which you have planning for, and that will help us to find out these are all the stock which is under this kind of pattern which forms in a particular stocks, that will help us to get the stock very quickly. So that is the main reason so we are using for. So I hope you understood, and this may be another helpful live session, and we'll plan also regarding that webinars on weekends. That is also I'm planning, so by your suggestion. And if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe this channel too. And if you have any questions, doubts, just comment on the comment box, because I'm going to wind up this season right now. Thanks for your time with me, and thank you so much. If you have any other suggestion, you just please share on that. Thanks to all those who are watching this live session and those who are joined on this live session. Thanks to all. Thank you so much. And if you are new, kindly subscribe. Thank you.